Welcome to the dawn of a new day in Empyrion Galactic Survival. Hopefully it's going to be a nice day, because what I want to do in this part is fix up this UCH dart so that it's serviceable, so that we can go out and do a bit more aggressive research, because I know there's drones out here, so we need to be able to take those down. Plus, I think it'd be an interesting exercise. I've never rebuilt the UCH dart, because all my previous series I've always done what I think the majority of players do, is you come in here, and I think it's the silver shade light is what I would normally bring in. But I thought in this series I would just like to see if we can rebuild this into a serviceable ship. But before that, also a bit of an update of where we are. Of course, in the last part I built this survival base, which is not exactly elegant, but it's going to do the job of defending this area from hostile attacks. And of course, more importantly, it's going to provide me access to the large constructor that will allow me to strip down the Heidelberg here, so that I can start building my capital vessel, because I must admit I do really like being out and about and mobile when I'm doing things. So the first things first is just take a look at this contraption here. I've set it to private, and I think we'll come in here. We're just going to auto group everything just to see. So, and if we look at the stats, so we're missing one thruster on the side. We've got probably plenty of push. We probably haven't got much braking, because I think there's a thruster missing there, and I'm pretty sure if we could look underneath, we've only got the one thruster pushing down. I think I can see it. There's lots of open framework here. I think we can do something with this. Now what we're going to have to be is a little bit careful that we don't kind of get the ship to explode. So there's a thruster up position there, and I presume there must be one at the back as well. So I think we need at least one side thruster, one lift thruster, and another braking thruster. So we need 3 thrusters. Now I'm pretty sure there's a fridge in here. We've got a fridge. So the only other thing we're going to need is replace the cargo boxes, because these are the usual itchy little cargo boxes. So we're going to need to replace the cargo boxes, and of course we're going to need to get an ammo box in here, because I'd like to get a couple of Gatling guns on here. So first things first, let's just get in here. Of course we're going to have to come into here. Small vessel. I'd like a detector as well, come to think of it. We'll take a Gatling gun. I mean, a small mobile constructor would be nice, but we don't need the fridge. We're certainly going to have to open the container controller and there, because of course SVs for some reason don't let you have an ammo box. Of course we're going to need thrusters there. Just heard something, or maybe it was just the wind. Okay, let me just queue up what I need to build on the base here. So we'll start with, let's just put the filter on first. We're going to need a minimum of 3 thrusters, like that. We don't need a fridge. We're going to need a container controller for each, and we'll just make up a couple of these. And we're going to need this, and we're going to need a couple of Gatling guns. I think that will be it. Worry about the ammunition in a little while. So the first things first, what can we repair here, and what is basically junk? Repair the cockpit. I must admit, I've never really looked hard at this UCH dart. My general approach towards it in the past has always been as a source of scrap, not actually seriously considering doing it. So there's a... So actually we got another down thruster. Don't really feel the need for that. That core's in a very awkward place as well. I think I'd be a bit inclined to take that thruster out and maybe move it. In fact, I'm a bit inclined to possibly extend the ship back a little bit. Let me just come into here. I'm gonna come here. Need to make sure we're going to get on retrieve blocks. I think we're going to pull out the thrusters from these medium thrusters. Just pull those out. That will allow me to Trying to take a look inside and see what we got inside. We got a cargo box. Probably salvage out the cargo box here. Really need that. I think that's the fridge. Salvage out. Get rid of you and you. What's that there? Still thin. Get a little bit careful now. Anything else that we can repair? So you've got plastic extender there. Plastic extender there. So you're... Got some damage on the composite there. Okay, let me just... I think we'll just salvage out the damage blocks and see what we got left. So I'm a little bit kind of twitchy. We'll leave that in at the moment as a marker for the bit. The damage destroyed block there. That's okay. Probably put the thrusters there. You need to be repaired. You're carbon composite. You're a steel block there. Salvage out you. What we got in here? Like a thin block there. That's the cockpit. That's destroyed. At this rate, there's not going to be much left of this thing. Destroyed block there. Destroyed block there. You're carbon composite. You're carbon composite. What's that there? That's the cockpit. Where's the other cargo box then? Can we look underneath? What have we got here? There's the other cargo box. We'll salvage out you. So we've actually got some space underneath here. Get rid of the wall there. You're thin destroyed. You're thin destroyed. You're thin destroyed there. So we kind of got a little bit of space under there. We've got something at the back here which is not really ideal. We got this here. You can be repaired. So we could put a under here. I think this is some kind of hint for. We can put in. I think you must be the lift thruster. We got over here. Okay, you're destroyed. Just take that off. You're destroyed as well. Okay, this is what we've got left. We'll keep the braking thrusters where they are, I think. And what are you? A carbon composite. I think I'd like a steel block in here. Give me a little bit of protection there. I mean, you've only got hit points for 8, so let's just take you out. Oh, that didn't sound encouraging. Okay, well, right, let me just get in. We're gonna need some. We're gonna need some small steel blocks. We can't hardened steel blocks. I don't think the ship's really up to taking hardened steel blocks. The trouble with these is they're a little bit heavier. They're 4 times heavier. I think we'll make about 10 of those. Get going. So first things first, we'll salvage out you. And we'll put in a thruster there. That will give me the lift. I think we're kind of inclined. A bit awkward working under here. I think I'd like the lift thruster, one of the lift thrusters, to be in the front there, rather than on the. So we have a lift thruster on the front, and I think what we'll do is just take out. Oops. The take out you, and we'll put in a thruster. So in theory, this ship should now be maneuverable. Just take that damaged block out there. Destroyed block there. I think we got fuel in this. Fuel on. Power on. Oops. Gotta be a bit careful. We got no rear thrusters. Okay, I can't move it. I've got no rear thrusters. It's a bit annoying. I shouldn't have taken them off, should I? Anyway, we've got this here. I think what we will do is I think I'll put the rear thrusters back on, but I'll put them back on with an extra block further back. So where's the rear thrusters? Bolt them on like that. I mean, they're going to look a bit weird at the moment, but I think they'll be okay. That one doesn't want to connect. Okay. We got the two thrusters kind of stuck out the back like that. I can now level off. Let's have a look underneath and see what we've got. Right, so we got a thruster on there. I certainly wouldn't mind another thruster there to give us a little bit more extra lift. We got some space underneath for the, what we call it. So let me just come in here. Right, we're going to need the container controller. That. I think we'll put the ammo controller there. Put you up in the front here. Of course, they can't touch, so I think just to start with, we'll put a container controller there. Container controller there. Right, we need another thruster there. So let me just knock out a thruster. We got here. Gonna make a small thruster. Actually, while that's being built, I'll pick this up. And I don't normally put the scanner, but I think what we could do is come here, put you underneath like that. That will separate these two blocks out. We could put let me just see, if I take out, we got a space there and a space there. So what are you? Are you a steel block? No, you're carbon composite. Okay, we'll take the carbon composite and we'll take out you. Salvage out you, and you got a damaged block there that needs to come out. Lots and lots of holes in the bottom of the ship, but take you out. That kind of takes me up into there. And the bottom of the ship is very heavily exposed. My instinct is we put the gats on the outside. So if I take off these, just review, they're carbon composite anyway. We've got a thruster there. We put the thrusters on the outside. They've got a lot more hit points than the average, so we got the Gatling guns there, and we can take this out here. salvage out you. 2. So we've now got that in there like that. So it's kind of taking a kind of horrible life of its own here. So we've got the Gatling guns on the outside that, oh, thank you game. Of course we're getting foggy power. Okay. What have we got in the way of devices? Let me just auto group everything now. So we've got kind of 2 thrusters on the right, left, and downward thrusts. And then ammo box, we've got 125, and you're going to need a bit more than that. And a cargo box of 375. So let me just drop down at the moment. We need to be able to get off this contraption. I think if we make jump out, a lovely place to be, isn't it? This is the first radiation storm we've actually had, actually. We'll make another 4 of those. And we're going to need some 15mm ammunition, so think about 5 of those. We're going to need to try and beef up some of these defenses a little bit. And of course, I think if we can a steel block in there on each side like that, we're gonna have to try and get the matching block here if I can find it. This is where it's going to be fun. I think it could be that one. I'll just drop you in there so that kind of fits in with that there. Gives a little bit more protection on that side. I think I'd rather have something a bit more substantial than a little bit of what we call it there. I think we're going with something like that on that side. And we'll just take out that. This is only carbon composite anyway, so you there. And then just to make it look a little bit aesthetic, okay, just get rid of you. You're still block, just retrieve you out there. So that kind of gives this a little bit of a forward facing type thing. We've got absolutely no protection underneath, but that's the way it's going to be. We've got a dirty great big hole in the front here, which we're going to fill up with what we call it, cargo boxes. Okay, we're getting a little bit of radiation poisoning, which is a little bit unfortunate. Let's lift up the ship a little bit. Right, we'll put a cargo box there, cargo box there. I thought I made 4. What happened there? Okay, you cheating game. I think we'll just fill these 2 in with, not with those, that's a dead cert. Okay, we got some more steel blocks. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that I'm one of these short, but we'll make one anyway. One in there, one in there. And there was a gap behind something, which I noticed. Yeah, we need a solid block. That's a solid block, yeah, that's a solid block there. So that kind of incarcerates that bit there. Certainly wouldn't mind a... Well, we could put another cargo extender there for the... what we call it. There's some damaged fringing blocks on here, which are a waste of time, so let's remove you like that. You guys need to be repaired. Output. Actually, make another one. Make two. Knock that out. One in there, one in there. So we got a bit of trim overshoot here. Anything, right, what we got to do now is protecting this at the back here a little bit. I suppose technically I didn't need to extend this back actually. So let me just, I was a bit, okay, so we're just going to do this one at a time so we don't fall out of the sky. So put in you can go back in that position. Yeah, I was a bit over eager. I didn't realise that all that space was underneath, but I still want that. I want this. Breathe this block here. Like that. We're gonna have a little bit of space behind there, which we could put in another what we call it, container thing. I think I will. So we're just gonna knock up another one, another container extension. We'll just build that. Here we've just got and put in a. I'm looking at it. Put in a steel block there just to trim it up a little bit. Drop you down onto there. You can come into there. Lost the other thruster. You can come there. Oops. Got that there. And we can put a block in there. So, what we... Not convinced I need a thruster here. But there's part of me that gripes at the lack of symmetry, so... Well, maybe if we put a thruster in, we'll get a little bit of a high-speed get-out-of-jail-free type thing as well. So we'll just knock up one of these. And we'll just dig out this thing here. Just salvage out that. Ah! You. So we've got a little bit of a hole underneath it as well. Here. Don't recall damaging that. Okay, let me just see. Well, we've got some carbon composite we can use as well. So I think what we will do is I'll just put a thrust that's just there in front. So we put in a bit of carbon composite there. What's behind here? What we got here? I think we can pack that with some carbon composite as well. What's behind the Gatling gun here? This is just a kind of a This is a side panel, really. So really, we need. Whoops. Really, we need some steel here. That will just knock up more steel blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for good measure. Come here. Bucket box 3. You can go back to there. You can go to there. These are steel blocks. You can go in there. And you can go. Just knock this up. Oops, messed this up. That will go in there. That will kind of fit in behind the Gatling guns. And I think generally that is... Oops, we got this little gap here, haven't we? What have we got on this side? A kind of an angled block coming out. Is... I know which one this one is. I think it's... Is it that one? No. Might be this one. Up in here. I think that is the one. I just need to get it in the right position. Right, it's this one here. If we drop you in there, that... I think that's close enough, to be honest. I don't want to spend too long working on this. And the next thing we're going to need to do is set up the UCH dart. So we've now got 625 in that one, 750 in the mode section. Where's my ammunition gone? Base 8. I made some ammunition gain. Okay, so we've got 500 rounds of ammunition, and we've got base fridge, and what we're going to do is we'll just take everything from base fridge with us. I must admit, I do prefer, when it comes to like my perishable supplies, I like to keep them with me. So what we'll do is we'll just hook out everything from the UCH dart, and it also means that not the dart, sorry, the hover bike. Just take everything with us. That's a little bit of meat where, and I think the other thing I'm going to need to take with me, player, get everything on the right side. Container controller. We'll take some biofuel with us. Actually, no, I'll leave the biofuel behind, and we'll take the... okay, looking in the wrong place again. Just go there. We'll kill off that, and we'll just go over here and get some fuel to take with us. And yeah, haven't I got any small fuel? Or is it all big power cells? Okay. I thought I had some small cells. There we are. And of course, we've got no wireless connector, which is going to be a little bit of an issue. I should have put a wireless connector on here. But I think what I can do, I'm aware that time is pushing on a little bit, but I would like to have a little bit of a maiden flight with the ship. So we'll just load up here. And I think the place I want to go is up here. Actually, we'll go towards there, and then go to there and there. So a little bit there, just press Alt, kind of Come back, give me a little bit of height. And we're just going fly about. Where are we going? Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I need to be going north. Okay, I messed that up, didn't I? So what we'll do is we'll just push off in this direction. Oh, I've got a little bit too much radiation as well. I need to solve that out. Not exactly going to win any awards with speed, are we? I don't know. We've got the abandoned vessel yard here, which I would most certainly would like to take a look at. We've got no front lighting on here, do we? Yes, we have. It's good. So I certainly would like to check out this, but not in this video. We'll be coming back to that. I just want to go and find that resource. What I really would like is that Promethium. That's what I'm looking for. Right, because we're weak. When you're weak, you always come in high. And of course, we've got gotcha. Looking for trouble, are you? Just the small drone stun. Still not exactly too sure what these small stun drones are, but we'll take the ammunition. Of course, what I'm really after is the Promethium Deposit. It's a small. So go and check this out. Of course, we're going to have to put down in radioactive territory. I certainly would like to grab this because that would solve some of my energy problems. I'm just going to have to risk the radiation problems. But there's no actual drone here. There's no key for no key there. Certainly want to get rid of you. Oh, you're a happy bunch, aren't you? Okay. Ah, place is infested. But that's okay. We're gonna. Who the heck are you? Oh, ah! Oh. Something tells me I'm going to need an internal cockpit here. Oh, there's still loads of the blue what's hanging around here. Okay. Ah! Where's my ship? Respawned again already. Oh, I've got alien parasites. Getting back into the ship. This may not have been one of my better ideas. We've got something for alien parasites in here somewhere. Thermal parasites. Oh, come on, game. I might have a problem here. I thought I had something for parasites. You've got sepsis, open wound. We've got something for everything except bloomin' alien parasites. Thermal parasites. Endoparasites. Infected wound. Narcosis. Oh, come on, game. Organic fever. Okay, we're gonna have to. Let me just. We're gonna have to knock something out. It's the. Right, let me just land. Oh, this is crazy. This is the situation where you kind of want to die. Just gonna punch out a couple of these. We need to get back to the ship. We need to get back to. We need to get back to the Heidelberg. Okay, head for the Heidelberg. ASAP. Keep an eye on that health bar. Yeah, that was me being a little bit over optimistic with trying to get that Promethium. I thought because there wasn't any drones that we wouldn't have a problem, but just keep going. We should make it. I can get back to the wreckage because once we get to the base, I've got my health med station. We're nearly there. So just get in. I think we need a little bit of lateral thrusters as well, I think. Okay, just drop down here. Okay, let me just get up to here. Wait. Charge the in here. Pop the health kit. In here, I want the med bay. Oops, nope. Okay. Right, in here. Not that one. We want. Yes, it is. It's this one here, and we want the option that kills alien. What's it? Alien parasites. And of course, we've now got radiation burns and sickness, so just do that. And so all we got to do now is get rid of that. That can go in there while we're at it. And we're just going to have to pop a bandage to heal up. Oh, that was a close run thing. Just want to check my med kits. What does alien parasites then? Your dermal parasites. Narcosis. Oh, it's going to be an injection, isn't it? Let's see. Sickness here. Alien parasites. So we need purified water. I'm not sure if I've got any purified water. Let me just get over to here. Just get here. Base. Bridge. Not base. Wait, I'm right next to you, UCH start. Why won't you let me? Bridge. Just dump everything in it because I'm aware time is pushing on. So we'll just shove everything in. Food wise, in fact, what's that? 150. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Feel comfortable and satisfied. Yes, thank you, game. Cargo box. And we need make 2 of those. I'm not going to run into that problem again. And on that slightly disturbing fact, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, what we'll do is we'll go back out and try and get that Promethium, do a bit of aggressive exploration now, but with a little bit more care, I think. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.